we're a Hall of Famer, we have an opportunity for a regular dad, regular mom, you know what I mean, to show that they can actually show up for their kid, that they don't have to back down to a Hall of Famer or back down to any promoters or back down to any media, right? They stand up for what they believe. They stand up for the hard work that represents their family, and just take it as it is. I don't think that it's anything different than what any other dad would do or any other mom. It's just that I think, you know, the light is being shined on us because Devon has all the belts. The light is being shined because it's you know, we're going back and forth between a Hall of Famer and just a regular dad, just a regular old dad that just believed in his son, who was fighting in school, and we took him to the boxing gym, and you know what I mean, we became the team that we are. And anyone can do it, you know what I mean? But the one thing, and that's the misstereotype, is that, you know, somebody should feel because you haven't been to the gym, you haven't been a fighter, that you're supposed to somehow back down to a Hall of Famer that's talking about your kid. I don't care about that. You know what I mean? When I created, when I made life, when I brought life into the world, I knew that that was my responsibility to protect the life that I brought into the world, even if it meant sacrificing my own life. And that's what I believe being a dad is. That's what my dad would do. My dad wasn't in a boxing gym or anything like that. You know what I mean? But my dad would go, he would go, you know what I'm saying? He would go hard about me. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him take a day off about his kids and about their well-being. Now, if the things that he's saying is true, then I'll stand down and I'll say, okay, you know what? Let's continue to work. But there's no other work if you're not saying what we should do. We have the accomplishment that you have. That's all the belts. So I have a ton of respect for Bernard Hopkins and what he's done in boxing. I just didn't understand, after you've had a Hall of Fame career like that, that you would then cast a shadow of doubt on what Devon has done and his accomplishments, when at 23 years old, right? Devon doesn't drink, smoke, right? He's never been to jail, right? It's so many things that he does right, and that also resembles Mr. Hopkins, in the sense that if he's eating right, he's taking care of his body and stuff like that. So him being a credible black man with a strong black voice in our community to speak against my son in the way that he spoke, you know, I just felt compelled to come out and call him on some of the shit that we as a community question him about. And he never answered any of the questions. He just said, match the energy. Well, if that's the way that you approach the parents and you approach the guys then Mr. Hopkins, you called on the right guy to match your energy. And that's, you know what I mean? Just like a solar panel, you dig? It's going, what's going to come out is going, you know, what you put out is going to come back to you. You know what I mean?
Nah, absolutely, man. Like, what I like about you is that you move your son, you know, on actually the fundamentals and bringing him upon some of these great fighters and trainers to be able for him to get these fundamentals down packed. But then on the other side, I talked to guys like King James, you know, and his dad, about how they move their son, you know, getting the right proper teaching methods for your kid, but in the same time know how to move on the internet the proper way. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays